Hi there, this is Lady Lou, coming to you from deep in the heart of Texas. And have I got a fun lady to talk to today? She's my dearest friend, Marian LaSalle. Say hi, Marian.
Hi, Marian.
She and I have fun like this. That's the best part of it. We laugh and have such a good time. Well, Marian, tell us and our viewers a little bit about you. What do you do?
Oh, let's see. I get into trouble a lot.
Only way to be.
So I'm constantly thinking of fun things to do. I like to take trips. I like to work. I love animals. I love adventures. There's just all kinds of things that I like to get into. What I do for a living is something that is changing, but it's still in the same industry. So I've been in the IT industry for over 30 years, and it's changed. I used to do networking and computer service for small business owners. We would work for law firms and different places that had networks, lots of computers. Back in the day when we didn't have laptops and things, they were stuck in a cubicle with a computer. You know, it was funny. We've come a long way.
Yes.
So little changes here and there, but I've always been interested in video, and that's what I'm really focusing on right now.
Good.
Is helping people get their videos up on YouTube and share the things that are really important to them. So sometimes it's something silly and unimportant, but it's fun for people. It's educational. Sometimes it's life-changing information like biofeedback therapy or how to stay healthy. There's people out there like you, Louise, who are doing cool things with seniors.
Yay.
So whatever their passion is, it's my job to help them get their videos ready, to get them up on YouTube. And we have a lot of fun. We have a mastermind group that runs where we all help each other with anything, logos, technical stuff, you know, YouTube garb.
Oh, I tell you what, Marian.
The background.
Everything is so cool when you're there because you know it. She's always at least 2 steps ahead of the rest of us. Thank you, God.
That's what I try to do. No matter what, I try to stay 2 steps ahead of everybody.
Right. And she's such a good teacher and trainer. She'll put up with any dumb question that I can ask. Oh, that's her puppy. Her puppy wants her to pay attention to her and not to the video. So just ignore the little baby. She'll be quiet in a minute. But she's a sweetheart. But there's so much to learn about technology. I'm one of those people that says, huh? Now, I can put together a Zoom meeting. I'm pretty good at that. Marian taught me. Everything I know, Marian and my girlfriend Marcia have taught me. Because I'm of a different era. I didn't come into the world knowing technology like so many people have. And Marian didn't either. Because Marian, I know that story you told me about your daughter when you would go to her and ask for help. Now, how'd that go? That was a cute story.
Yeah, that was before my adventures with the company I was telling you about. I was working on just trying to figure out games, and you know, back in the day when we had AOL and that type of thing. And I remember thinking that I don't know how to do something, and I asked my daughter, and she got tired of me asking her over and over again. And finally, she's like, "Mom, you'll never learn if you don't try to figure it out yourself."
Uh-oh.
So I did. I figured it out myself, and I thought, okay, I can do this. So I never asked her for help again. I figured it out, or I got help from somebody else.
There you go. That's what I do. Because there's just so much to know. And I probably know maybe 20% of what there is to know. Marian's going probably on 80%, don't you think?
Well, I don't even know about that. I mean, there's so much when you talk about technology, and they're changing. It's so rapid now. I don't think there's anybody that can really keep up. So you have to have industries where you're specific, like you might be in the telephone industry. telecommunications, or you might be in video editing, or you might be in web design, might be in graphics design. There's different aspects, but you can't know everything about everything.
I
Nobody.
know. That's why we have Marian and Marcia. If you're into doing videos or working with your website or something, you've got some friends. Marian and her business partner, Becky, are two of the most knowledgeable people on the planet. I had some challenges with my website a while back, and Becky put it together for me and fixed it. And when I have other little challenges, there's Marian to teach me what to do. She's the software trainer. What's your favorite software to train on, Marian?
Wow, that's a hard one. I would think teaching people how to be free, no matter what the software is. So like Zoom. I've been able to teach people who do biofeedback therapy or who do things like Medicare. It doesn't matter what it is. If they can talk to somebody, but they can't get to them in person, say they're in another state, another city, or like, let's take Houston, for example. It could take 2 hours to get from one end to the other. And
Easy.
it's 100 degrees outside. Who wants to do that? So I teach people how to use Zoom and how to increase their revenue by, cutting out the fluff, getting right down to what it is that you want, what's your goal, and I'll find you the quickest way there.
And the
So,
beauty of it is you don't even have to be on the camera yourself, your face. I always thought, oh gosh, I have to put my face on the camera. Ooh, do I want to do that? Yeah, I'm a ham, so I want to do that. But so many folks don't want their face on the camera. So, Marian, what do you tell them?
well, I say if you have a marketing budget and can allow somebody to create a video for you that's either your voice, like a voiceover, or you just tell them what your goal is, what you want them to say. You can put pictures, you could put the logos, you could put everything together and make it look like a video, but it's really like a PowerPoint. It's just slide after slide with music and their message, your message. And
Right.
people love videos. So don't be afraid. If you don't want to be on the camera, you can either learn to do it yourself or you can hire somebody to do that video for you, produce it so that it
Right.
looks good.
Oh, that's big news because there are people out there with their business. They need to know this, that it can be done and it's easy for some people, not for all of us. But because I have to have a lot of help, even though I'm on the camera right now, I have to have a lot of people in the background to help me to get to this point. Because I tried it about 3 years ago and I finally quit because I didn't have enough help and I got confused. And the technology is much better now and I'm doing it a little easier, but I have the support now that I really didn't have before. So that's where Marian comes in, and her business partner Becky is the technical lady. Tell us a little bit about what Becky does.
Well, she is in charge of two things. One is WP Site Monitor, which we own together, and she does all the work, thank goodness.
Yay.
She really helps people keep their WordPress websites safe, secure, backed up, and working.
Yeah.
So they handle, and I say she's in charge of the whole system. And basically what they do is if you've been hacked, let's say you tried to do it on your own or you had another company do it and they let people get in somehow. I say let them get in. They didn't let them get in, but you know what I mean. So anyway, let's say you've been hacked. She will clean it all up, make sure the bad guys get locked out. She'll lock it down so that no bad guys can get back in. She'll recreate files. She'll redo files, whatever it is you need to be up and running again and keep it safe. And they back it up every single day.
And once a month, I get a little report from Becky saying everything's working. So I know it's safe. I've Tell us a horror story about one of your friends who got hacked.
Oh boy, there's lots of them. But one of them in particular that I remember was devastating to her. This was her livelihood. She had her website hacked and it was down for quite a while. And it was so bad that we actually had to hire an even higher company to help Becky to make sure that we got those bad guys out. They were infiltrated.
Oh.
So Becky worked with this other company, and they got them out, and we got them set up so that can't happen again.
That can be devastating.
That's how we get most of our clients, is they've been hacked. It's unfortunate, but they're out there, and that's all they do. That's their job, is to find a way in. And I think a lot of people don't think that they can be hacked, because why should they want my website? I don't do anything. I'm just a blogger or whatever. It's not necessarily that they want to steal anything from you. They either want to use your computer or your website to do other things, and so if you get caught, they blame it on you, and FBI can come knocking at your door, and It has happened. Oh, yes.
I didn't know that.
Oh, they can reroute things so that it makes it look like you've done it. The porn industry and all kinds of things. Anyway, there's other things that they want. So a lot of people, and I'm not saying it's you, but it probably is, use the same password for your bank that you do for your WordPress website.
No.
And so they get in there, and they look. They don't even tell you they're in there. You have no idea, but they're looking for your passwords, and then they go over and they do some research, find out where you're banking, find out where your other things are, and that's how a lot of people not only get their WordPress website hacked, but they also have their identity stolen, and no one ever knows how. Well, I know one way. That's how they do it. People are very careless with their passwords, and I'll tell you, there's a good reason for it, because we try to remember our passwords. So I think you have a story about that, how I taught you how to do that.
Yeah, I fought it for at least a couple of years, because I had a little black book, and the little black book was so old it was falling apart, and I was having to put sticky notes in it because I'd used up all the space in the book. And Marian kept telling me, get LastPass. Oh, I will. Get LastPass. So one day, Marcia and I took 2 days to transfer all my passwords into this LastPass software. And by golly, it's free. They have a free version. And now that I've got it there, I wouldn't give it up for anything.
Thank you.
Thank you, Marian.
You only need one password from now on. You just have one password. You keep it in your mind or somewhere safe. And then no matter where you are, you could be in a computer at the library. It doesn't matter. As long as you can get into your LastPass, you have access to everything.
And on your own computer, it's automatic. You go to a website that needs a password, the little thing box pops up, and boom, the password and the username pop in there, and you just say join. And you're there. It does it for you. I love that. I'm lazy, but I'm also smart because of Marian. So I love that LastPass. We'll put the website down there on the description when we do the upload it to the YouTube. Wow, Marian, this is good stuff to know. Well, tell us a little bit more about your other company. I know you have a brand new company that is so fun.
Yeah, this is a passion project. It's called Natural Curiosity. And the reason why I called it that is because I am just naturally curious about everything. I love to explore people, areas, ideas. I really want to dig into things. And so it just came out one day. We were trying to figure out what to call my new YouTube channel, and it just came out. And I'm just naturally curious. And I thought, naturally curiosity, or natural curiosity. And naturalcuriosity.com was taken, so I did .life, naturalcuriosity.life.
Love it.
And it's brand new, so what I'm planning on doing is interviewing people and taking people by video on YouTube around town, wherever I am, just pulling out the camera and exploring.
Perfect.
I'm curious.
Yeah, that means road trips.
Road trips.
Marian and I love road trips.
Yes.
And we can take videos. Well, she can. She's got the camera, her cell phone. I'm a holdout, a throwback, if you will. No cell phone. But she's working on me on that one. We're going to have to have a cell phone soon. Then another training.
Yeah.
But she knows how to train, so I'll learn. I know I will. So tell us some other exciting stuff that's going on in your life right now, Marian.
Well, because I love training and because I love my friends and because I just love helping people move forward, I decided to create a mastermind group. And it's called Natural Curiosity. And I have a place for people to pay for their pay for their participation. Say that fast 3 times. On a company called Patreon, Patreon. So if you go to patreon.com/natural curiosity, you'll see that I have a really cool place where it's a community. It's of people that are joining together to help each other grow. And the way we're doing it is through YouTube and podcasting.
Right. Oh, I love that. And she's working with me. I've got a new Patreon channel too that I haven't launched yet, but that stuff's going to be fun. And we'll put those links down there also in the description for you so you won't have to hunt for them. But there is just so much available through the internet. And people have kind of gotten tired of going places. And this is a way to stay home and do it all from the laptop or from the computer and just have a good time and not have to get out in the heat. We're in the middle of summer here in Texas, and it was, 103 yesterday for you, Marian?
I captured it on my phone. I took a picture of it to send my daughter because she lives in Michigan. So when it's -3 in Michigan, I make her send me, screenshots of the thermometer. And when it's 103 here, I send her. Yeah. So we're miserable.
Well, I think I'd take the 103 first because the air conditioning, and there's no way to get warm if you get really that cold.
Well, it's interesting because you can die in that stuff. Okay, if you get lost or you run out of gas in the middle of nowhere, you can really freeze to death out there. And there's ice. You have to slip and fall on the ice. You have to scrape the snow. No, you have to shovel snow. I mean,
No.
I'll take 103 any day.
Well, if you want to call it a snowbird, I moved here from Missouri, and we had a heck of a lot of snow when I was growing up. The winters aren't as bad now as they used to be in Missouri, but I got to Texas as fast as I could. You too, Marian?
Yes.
Oh, I tell you what, there's so much going on. And if you really want to know about it, you connect with Marian. Tell us your Facebook page, Marian.
Oh, okay. Well, I do have facebook.com/natural curiosity. It's a group. And of course, my personal, which is Marian LaSalle. And I'm on Instagram, I'm on Twitter, and I just enjoy people. So feel free to contact me. Feel free. I'm on LinkedIn as well. Marian LaSalle everywhere. Marian LaSalle.
Yeah, I told her name was one of those special fancy names.
LaSalle.
LaSalle. And then we got to talking about this the other day. Her cell phone has, what's it, Siri? Is that her name?
Yes.
Siri, when Marian would ask her to call me, she had to say, call lousy Dewey. And she kept wondering why Siri called me lousy Dewey. Tell him what happened, Marian.
I misspelled your name. I thought, why does she keep calling her lousy Dewey? That's ridiculous.
Oh.
Yeah, and now you're Louise Dewey.
Now I'm royalty. Oh, I tell you, there's always something fun to laugh about. We have been on such fun trips together, and I'll bet you've got a friend like that. If you don't, find one, because they're fun to have. Because you can say, let's go someplace this weekend, and then pick a map. Just grab it and say, let's go here, and jump in the car and go and have a good time. Because life's too short not to. Right, Marian?
That's right.
Oh, good. Well, I thank you so much for getting all of this great information out there about what you do. Because Marian is just a love. She's got so much to offer. And if you have any kind of technical challenges or any kind of software challenges or any training that you want, and if you want to get on Patreon, she'll help you do that, because it's all what she does. And she loves her work. She's one of the few people I know who does what she loves and loves what she does. I can't say that, but there's maybe one out of every 1,000 that really loves what they do.
I do love it.
So that's important. So thank you. We appreciate you being here. We're so glad you've joined us. Tell your friends and subscribe. There's a little button down there at the bottom. Subscribe to this channel and then ring the bell. I know you said, what's the bell? Well, the bell tells you that you're going to find out the next time we upload a video. It'll send you a little email and says, they got another video up. Go watch. So we'd love it if you would do that. So thank you again, Marian. Appreciate you for coming on, and we'll see you on down the road. This is Lady Lou, the baby boomer babe, saying goodbye for now. Bye-bye. Love you.